Sony's Alpha series has long been a dominating force in the mirrorless camera market, offering a strong combination of cutting-edge technology, reliable performance, and creative flexibility. But recent strategic changes within the company have sparked a mix of anticipation and uncertainty among creators and enthusiasts. In a surprising turn, credible industry insiders have now confirmed that the highly awaited Sony A7V, previously expected to launch in September 2025, has been officially delayed to the end of the year. While that may be disappointing news for photographers eagerly awaiting the A7V, it opens up space for two other significant developments: the potential early arrival of the Sony A7R6, and more importantly, the long overdue upgrade in Sony's video-centric lineup, the Sony A7S IV. Let's break down the factors contributing to this shift, the implications for Sony's camera lineup, and what creatives can expect from the upcoming Sony A7S IV. The Sony A7V, envisioned as a powerful mid-range full-frame mirrorless camera, was originally on track for a September 2025 release. However, that timeline has now been pushed to late 2025 and possibly even into early 2026, depending on internal developments. According to sources close to Sony's planning division, this delay is due to a combination of calculated market strategy and production-related setbacks. From a strategic standpoint, Sony is reportedly waiting for Canon to unveil the pricing structure for its own EOS R6 Mark III before finalizing the positioning of the A7V. By letting Canon make the first move, Sony can then fine-tune the A7V's pricing to either match or undercut the competition, maintaining a strong foothold in the competitive mid-range hybrid camera segment. This approach indicates a high level of market awareness and responsiveness on Sony's part, especially as Canon's R series continues to gain traction among hybrid shooters. On the production front, however, there are less optimistic signals. Insider reports mention ongoing supply chain bottlenecks affecting Sony's high-end camera manufacturing. Resources are currently being prioritized for the flagship Sony A7 II, a critical release meant to uphold Sony's dominance in the professional photography space. Until production for the A7 II stabilizes, which may take until March or April 2025, it's unlikely that Sony will divert the necessary assembly lines and components toward mass producing the A7V. These logistical hurdles mean creators may have to wait longer than expected for the A7V to hit the shelves. Interestingly, the delay of the A7V might give Sony an opportunity to advance the timeline for another anticipated model, the Sony A7R6. As a high-resolution sibling in the Alpha lineup, the A7R6 is rumored to arrive sooner than expected, possibly filling the void left by the A7V. Though concrete specs remain under wraps, early talk suggests it will feature improvements in resolution, autofocus speed, and processing power. This could be a tactical move for Sony. By staggering these releases, Sony avoids overwhelming the market with multiple major launches at once and can cater more directly to specific user segments, first the high-resolution stills crowd and later the hybrid and video-focused creators. While much of the recent buzz has centered around delays and reshuffling, one camera stands poised to make a triumphant debut in 2025: the Sony A7S IV. This long-awaited successor to the Sony A7S III promises to reinvigorate Sony's video camera offerings and reassert its leadership in the filmmaking and content creation space. The Sony A7S IV has been eagerly awaited since the A7S III launched back in 2020. That model was highly praised for its exceptional low-light performance and robust 4K video capabilities, but the market has evolved significantly since then. With competitors like Canon's R5C, Nikon's Z9, and Panasonic's S1H gaining ground, Sony cannot afford to let the A7S line fall behind. The Sony A7S IV is expected to maintain the A7S series' signature low-resolution, high-sensitivity approach, likely sticking with a 12.1 megapixel full-frame sensor. However, this won't be the same old sensor from the previous generation. Leaks suggest it will feature a redesigned backside illuminated sensor with better quantum efficiency, enabling even cleaner image capture in ultra-high ISO ranges, possibly above 49,600. This upgraded sensor will be paired with Sony's latest Beyond's XR processor, enabling faster readout speeds and improved processing power. Alongside this, the A7S4 is rumored to leverage AI-based enhancements for noise reduction, auto exposure, and dynamic range optimization, dramatically reducing post-production time and increasing real-time performance for filmmakers. The A7S III already set a high benchmark by offering 4K video at 120 frames per second. But the A7S4 is expected to push the envelope even further. Rumors suggest support for 6K video recording at 60p and potentially 4K at an astonishing 240 FPS, giving creators massive flexibility for cropping, slow motion, and cinematic workflows. These capabilities, however, will require powerful media formats. Expect Sony to equip the A7S4 with dual CFexpress Type B card slots to handle the massive data throughput required by these high-resolution, high-frame rate formats. All of this positions the Sony A7S4 as a serious tool for indie filmmakers, YouTubers, commercial producers, and even small studio professionals. Sony is also reportedly addressing long-standing criticisms of its color science. The A7S4 may feature improved tonal profiles, warmer skin tones, and extended LUT customization, an appealing prospect for creators who prefer to capture final-look footage directly in camera. Sony's autofocus system is already widely respected, but the A7S4 may take it to the next level with AI-driven subject recognition. Building upon the technology seen in the A7RV, the A7S4 is expected to feature more intelligent real-time tracking for human eyes, faces, animals, and even vehicles. For video shooters who often operate handheld, Sony may also enhance in-body stabilization. By combining sensor shift stabilization with AI-based motion prediction, the A7S4 could eliminate the need for external gimbals in many shooting scenarios, particularly beneficial for travel vloggers and run-and-gun documentarians. In terms of physical design, the A7S4 will likely retain the rugged magnesium alloy body seen in the A7S III, with refinements such as a deeper grip and improved button placement. Battery performance is expected to improve as well, possibly with a new Z-series battery that offers 20 to 30% more power than the NPFC 100. Connectivity is also getting a serious upgrade. The A7S4 may support advanced wireless technologies like Wi-Fi 6E or even 5G tethering for seamless live streaming, cloud uploads, and real-time content sharing. HDMI 2.1 compatibility is also expected, enabling external 8K video output, even if the camera doesn't support internal 8K due to thermal limitations. According to market analysts, the Sony A7S IV is expected to arrive in late Q3 2025, likely around September or October. The estimated price point is around $4,000, approximately $500 more than its predecessor. While that may sound steep, the upgraded video features, enhanced low-light performance, and overall versatility are likely to justify the premium for professional users. The urgency behind the A7S IV's release lies in Sony's need to regain its video leadership. Over the past few years, Canon and Nikon have made serious strides in offering powerful hybrid cameras with 8K and RAW capabilities. At the same time, companies like Blackmagic have attracted budget-conscious creators with high-performance cinema cameras at lower price points. With the Sony A7S IV, the company is targeting a specific creator profile, professionals and advanced enthusiasts who need uncompromising video performance in a compact, mirrorless form factor. The delay of the A7V has inadvertently freed up resources and focus, allowing Sony to pour more energy into making the A7S IV a benchmark-setting release. Sony's decision to delay the A7V and potentially prioritize the Sony A7S IV and A7R6 reveals a carefully calibrated strategy. By addressing immediate needs in its video lineup while managing production challenges at the high end, Sony is playing the long game. The A7S IV, if the specs hold true, could redefine expectations in the prosumer and indie filmmaker markets. As we move deeper into 2025, all eyes will be on Sony's execution. Will the A7S IV deliver the video revolution it promises? Can the A7R6 make up for the absence of the A7V? And will Sony's timing gamble ultimately pay off in a market where momentum matters more than ever? For now, one thing is clear. The Sony A7S IV is shaping up to be one of the most important camera launches of the year.